Hello there guys, and welcome back to another Forza Horizon 5 video on my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be taking you through the summer/wet season in Horizon 5, which is the first week in Series 9. This is the Hot Wheels themed festival playlist now, leading up to the Hot Wheels expansion 1 for Horizon 5, which releases on the 19th of July. Which is just under 4 weeks from now. It releases on a Tuesday, so in 3 weeks and 5 days we will have the first expansion for Horizon 5, which is very exciting. However, there are controversial views with a Hot Wheels 2.0 following on from the one in Horizon 3, but that's not what this video is about. I'm going to be taking you through the whole of the Summer Festival playlist, telling you how to get all of the points. There are 53 points available in this season, so I'll be taking you through each of the challenges. We've also got a nice new EV challenge at the end here, which we'll talk about at the end of the video. And we're going to give you tunes and tips for each of them in order to get all these points and unlock all the new rewards. So the seasonal rewards for this week, for 20 points, we have the brand new Hot Wheels 2Jet Z. Or if you're British, 2Jet Z, but that doesn't really sound as cool, so 2Jet Z. This is an exclusive. It is brought in, it was originally launched in Horizon 4 along with a couple of other Hot Wheels cars in the Hot Wheels Legends car pack near the end of the Horizon 4's life. It's now back for Horizon 5 along with a few other cars which we'll talk about in upcoming weeks in the festival playlist and in wheel spins. You probably heard all about it by now. I'm a bit late to the party really, aren't I? But who cares? And for 40 points we've got the Lamborghini Aventador J. That's the nice convertible version of the Lamborghini Aventador from 2012. Pretty cool car. Both these cars are exclusive, only available in the auction house, the festival playlist and Forzathon shop. However, there is a hint. There is a, whatever the word is, the 2Jet Z is available in wheel spins as far as I'm concerned, or at least it was. I'm not sure whether they banned it yet, but it's available in wheel spins along with a couple of other Hot Wheels cars that were added in the update. If you haven't yet got the update and you don't have the correct festival playlist, head over to your Microsoft Store or your My Games and Apps, depending on what platform you're playing on, and try and force it to update. Restart your console, unplug your console, plug it back in, restart, and hopefully it will force it to update. So let's get into the video then. I'm going to start off with the Forzathon challenges for this week, starting off with the weekly Forzathon challenge, Stars and Stripes. Quickly before I start as well, I would like to... Well, here we go again. We're only 2 minutes into the video and I've already not been able to speak English. Okie dokie, let's start again. So, I would also like to give a quick shout out to the Car Pass car for this week. We've only got 3 Car Pass cars this month, despite there being 4 weeks, because they promised 42 cars in the Car Pass at the launch of the game, or before the launch of the game actually, and we've had 39 of them, so the 3 weeks, summer, autumn and winter, we'll have a Car Pass car, and then that will be all 42 Car Pass cars that will ever release for Horizon 5. And we'll not have any more Car Pass cars. Maybe they'll come out with a new way of distributing cars. Maybe we'll get our first car pack in Series 10 perhaps, but the main thing you need to know is Car Pass will be no longer at the end of winter in this series. However, if you're late to the party, you've just bought Car Pass, you'll be able to redeem them all. Even if you buy it after the Car Pass ends, you'll still be able to redeem all of them 42 cars all at once, which is a bonus. You don't have to wait like the rest of us, so well played. So the Car Pass car for this week is the 2021 Aston Martin DBX, so it's the Aston Martin SUV. Unfortunately it isn't the 707 version, but it's still got 543 horsepower, which is far more than enough than you need in a family SUV, which is probably going to do the school run at 30 miles an hour, so yeah. That's pretty much all you're going to need realistically. Also, before we start with this week's Forzathon challenges, we'll head over to the Forzathon shop. We'll do things in a bit different order in this video. So, Forzathon shop for this week, we've got the Pagani Huayra BC from 2016 for 700 Forzathon points. I do believe this is exclusive to the Forzathon shop and festival playlist, so it can't be bought in the auto show. So, for 700 Forzathon points, if you've been saving them up like me, I've got 4,000. Or if you're picky, 3,933, well let's just say 4,000, round it up. So if you've been saving, you'll have more than enough to buy that. We've also got the Koenigsegg Agera RS for 300 Forzathon points. I do believe this is like 2 million credits in the auto show, so a bit expensive. However, if you've still got your car voucher, you can use that or you can spend 300 Forzathon points here. We've also got the Hot Wheels monster truck car horn. Here's a little taster for you. Yes, that is the monster truck revving. Yeah. We've also got the Hot Wheels orange hoodie jacket thing here. Not really worth it in my opinion, but if you've got some points spare and you want to spend them, then do feel free by any means. Okay then, so this week's weekly Forzathon challenge will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and also get you 80 Forzathon points, or if you're on the La Casa Solidera house, which comes free with VIP and gets you double Forzathon points in any Forzathon related event, you will get 160 Forzathon points like me. So for chapter 1, Modern Classic, all you need to do is on drive the 1977 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. This is available in the auto show for however many credits, let me have a look. 45,000 credits, so that's not bad for a 45-year-old muscle car. Quick maths there, I did that off the top of my head, you know, big brain, yeah. Yeah, thank you, appreciate it everyone. So that can be about 45,000 credits from the auto show. I would recommend putting a tune on. It's going to make your life a lot more easier, fun and fast for that matter, because stock, this car is in D class, which is quite slow. So I've made an A class tune for you, which you'll be able to complete all of the 4 challenges of this week's weekly Forzathon challenge. So it's got nearly 600 horsepower from the 6.2 litre V8. I've also got a bit of weight reduction on it and semi-slick tyres that are really grippy for one of the challenges. So this can be found under my Gamertag Shylo 2017. It is shared as hashtag Forzathon. So once you've got in your Pontiac and popped a tune on, if that's what you want, you can move on to chapter 2, Movie Star. All this wants you to do is earn 1 star at the boardwalk danger sign in your Pontiac. So if you want to head over to your map, I'd recommend filtering to danger signs to make your life a bit easier. You're going to want to follow the motorway, you're going to want to turn off at this clover leaf, head down, and you'll see the boardwalk danger sign just below Player Azul right here. It's also just above the Apex Festival for a reference. So 1 star is 30.5 metres, and so really easy. All you need to do is start on the road here, then you just simply set off, and you can see the danger sign through the trees here. You really do not need to go very fast, but you are going to get slowed down by the water a little bit, and there you go. So my jump there is probably more like 3 stars to be honest, but let's just ignore that and say that we got more than 1 star. So once you've done that, you'll be able to move on to the next chapter, which is called American Style. This wants you to beat a ghost in Rivals. So for this, you're going to want to head into your pause, go across to the online tab, into Rivals, into Horizon Rivals, and then you're going to want to pick which one of these you want. So if your car is built for road racing, which the tune I'm using is, you're going to want to go into road racing and pick any of these 25 events here. I think there's 25, that's what it said, didn't it? So you're going to want to pick a circuit or a sprint. It really does not matter. Obviously if you're using a dirt tune, you're going to want to go into the dirt racing section, cross country, same, drag racing, etc. It really does not matter. You're going to want to pick one of them, maybe pick a rival that has got a really slow time, or like a flag time, so one lower down in the leaderboard. Maybe you've got a friend that's got a really slow time or something. Pick them and then it'll be easy for you to beat them. Basically you just need to beat that rival in this event. Never had that in the Forzathon event actually, so that's really cool. So thank you developers for keeping it different, because that's actually really cool. So not only it's not like the usual way you just have to win 3 road racing events or whatever. It's like beat a rival in beat a ghost in Rivals. So that's really cool. So once you beat your ghost in Rivals, if you're having any trouble with that, then let me know and I can do some further explanation in the comments. You'll be able to move on to the final chapter, Designed for Action. This wants you to earn a total of 3 stars from any drift zone. So obviously it's a total, so you don't have to get 3 stars all at once. You can get like 2 star, 1 star, or whatever combination. However, if you pick an easy drift zone, you've got if you're quite good at drifting, you've got a good tune on it, then you'll be able to get 3 stars all at once. I've also filtered to drift zones on my map just to give you a bit of an idea. I tend to use the Festival drift zone, Giro and Cavado for this one, so 30,000 is the requirement for 3 stars. That's pretty easy in any car above like C class, to be honest, I find. As long as you've got a decent amount of power and you tap the handbrake, get it sliding. You should be absolutely fine with that one. However, do remember you don't have to get 3 stars at once, and you can do it from multiple drift zones if you want, but I just make it easy and go to this drift zone and try and get yourself 3 stars. So by doing all of them challenges, you will get yourself the weekly Forzathon challenge completed, earning yourself 5 points towards the festival playlist, and also 80 or 160 Forzathon points. Okay then, so for any daily Forzathon challenges, these pop up once a day at 3:30 PM GMT, and they last for 7 days each, so you've got 7 days to complete them. I usually do them in bunches. I wait for a couple to appear and then I do them all at once. That makes it easier for me, and it means I don't have to go on every day to do these challenges. As I said, they'll pop up every day. If you're having any issues with them, if they seem that they're bugged or you don't really understand what it's saying, let me know in the comments section. I'll be more than happy to help you. That is exactly what I'm here for, so be sure to let me know. And if there's any in previous seasons, like last season, that haven't timed out yet that you still want to complete, then obviously let me know and I'll be happy to help as always. Okay then, so moving on to the seasonal events now, and we'll be starting with the trial Muscle Mania. This will get you 10 points towards the festival playlist, and also a 1970 Chevrolet Corvette. So for this one, you're going to be needing an A-class modern muscle, and you're going to be driving on road racing as far as I'm aware. Road or street? I think it's road racing as far as I'm aware. Okay, so with the trial, if you aren't aware, you're going to be using a co-op team. Sorry, you're going to be on a co-op team, not using. I don't know why I said using. You're going to be on a co-op team, or in a co-op team. I don't know why I'm using the wrong words there. I just seem to not be able to speak properly. And you're going to be racing against a team of driver tires. So you'll probably have 6 people on your team versus 6 driver tires. And basically, if you're in a convoy, you can have up to 6 people, and then you'll be racing against 6 driver tires. If you're doing it on your own, or maybe with one friend, you're probably going to have some randoms in there. Randoms can be a bit interesting because quite often they are untuned, they ram you, they can't drive, they dive bomb you and stuff like that. So if you have got randoms on your team, be very careful. Try not to get frustrated with them, because I get frustrated with them and it really doesn't help, to be honest. So if you are a rammer, try not to ram people. It's a team event. You're meant to be collectively getting points to beat the driver tires. That is the whole point of the trial. So A-Class Modern Muscle, I've got 2 tunes for you this week. Both of them are by Wolf Flugzug 728, also known as The Wolf. You'll have probably seen him in the comments. His YouTube name is Andrew Ayu, so you'll have seen him in the comments of most videos if you've been watching for a while. I'll put his gamertag in the description if you don't know how to spell it, just so you can search for these tunes. I've tested them and they are very, very good. I'm not even going to lie. They're absolutely brilliant, so shout out to Wolf. Great tunes for this week's trial. Let's head over to my garage and I'll show you them now. Okay then, so the first tune I've got is for the 2016 Cadillac ATS-V. It has actually got a massive wing on it on the back, but because I downloaded the tunes in free roam, it doesn't show. Forza, if you are watching, can you update it so that if you download a tune in free roam, it actually shows the features of the tune? Because at the moment it looks like the car's stock, but in reality it isn't. This is very annoying. That's been going on at least since Horizon 4, and it is very annoying. So if you are watching developers for whatever reason, I appreciate it, and please could you fix that? Thank you. Maybe that'll come in Series 10 if they actually listen. So this has got 550 horsepower. I believe it's got some form of V8 in it. It's really, really good. As you can see, it's quite light as well, at less than 1,400 kilograms. We've got some weight reduction on there. It's also running rally tyres. It is incredibly grippy. You can literally throw it into the corners and it will handle it really, really well. It's also got really good launch as well. The acceleration is absolutely brilliant. You can use all of the gears, and it's absolutely it's a really good tune. So for 65,000 credits plus the money for the tune, so about 100,000 credits, this is a really, really good car to use for the trial. The other one is the 2008 Dodge Magnum SRT8. This is only available if you have the car pass. It was released in Series 7, I think, the Series 7 car pass car. So this has got 640 horsepower. It is a bit heavier. This has also got a rear wing and a front splitter on it, but it doesn't show for the reasons stated about 30 seconds ago. Again, this is a really, really good tune. It's a bit heavier, so it's not as good handling as the other one, but it's got really, really good brakes. They're both really good, and just absolutely brilliant, to be honest. Well done, Wolf. So some really good bargain builds here that are going to get you done the trial really, really easily. So again, I'll pop the gamer tag in the description for you if you want to see them. Okay then, so next we have the event lab. This is called the Caldera Coaster. And this will get you 3 points towards the festival playlist and also a pen haul of the collar. That's like a buggy thing. It's pretty crap to be honest, but for a short event lab it's not really too bad. I mean, it's a duplicate. You might be able to sell it using the new duplicate feature that's come in Series 9. I'll show you that in action actually. You can see how many duplicates I've actually got. Yeah. I did this before and I realised that I have actually got too many duplicates. I need to go through and get rid of some of these. This is literally half of my garage is duplicates. I think I've got about 5 Porsche Taycans, which is a bit ridiculous. Anyway, let's get on with the event lab then. I'm going off on a tangent, you know. So for this you'll need an A-class rally monster. And that's pretty much the only restriction. I don't know whether there's driver tasks. I've never done this event lab before, so there might be driver tasks, there might be not. I don't even know what it is. So I guess I'll get a surprise. Okay, so the only one I've actually got for this is the 1984 Opel Manta 400, and despite it being the only one I got tuned, it is an amazing car. The Opel Manta's always been a legendary car for me. It's just a really cool rally car, but it's really good in A-class. 367 horsepower. Which isn't much horsepower, but it's really light at less than 1,000 kilograms, and it's just really good on rally tyres. And for 100,000, this is a really cool build. This can be found under my Gamertag at Shylo 2017. I think the rest of the cars in this video are tuned by me, unless I specify otherwise. So yeah, really good tune. Well, I'll say that. Not like bigging yourself up, Shylo. Not like bigging yourself up. Just saying. Okie dokie, so now we move on to this week's PR stunts. There are 3 PR stunts this week. I'm going to show you the car and tune I've got for each in a brief explanation, then I'll show you the gameplay of me completing each of them, as I do on most weeks. So firstly we'll start off with the Cannonball Danger Sign. This will get you 2 points and a super wheel spin, and for this you'll need an A-class Super GT. So this is a danger sign here. You need 225 metres in your Super GT. You're probably going to want to start around the corner here, get as much of a run up as you can. I believe this is downhill, but I don't think it's that much downhill. And then you'll yeet yourself off somewhere over here to the bottom of the volcano. So I'll go and hop in at my car now, show you the tune, and then we'll give it a go. Okay then, so this is the car I've got for this one, the 2015 Mercedes-AMG GTS. Now, you're probably going to be thinking, yes, this is an exclusive car. It was available in Series 8 Winter for 20 points to the festival playlist, so those of you that missed that, you will not be able to access this car unless you sit there for hours sniping at the auction, because there's literally none in the auction. So if you haven't got this car, I am very sorry. You'll have to find another tune. I know this is a bit harsh, but anyway. So this is actually virtually stock. I've only managed to get another 13 horsepower out of it, and that's the only upgrade I've actually applied, because it's A-class 797 stock. So 13 horsepower from the ignition gives you 516 horsepower and lots of weight. So yeah. I'm not really sure how this is going to go. I've got a really excessive long run up, because I know this car really isn't actually as fast as it sounds. And you just need a really long run up to make sure that you get it, because I have a history of failing at least 1 PR stunt per week, so that is probably going to happen. I don't want to be the first one, because I haven't got a long enough run up. Nearly hit the traffic there, brilliant idea. Okay, so we're really getting some speed now. Speed and power, says Jeremy Clarkson.
Arrived at your destination.
Right, hopefully that's enough. Is that enough? Really? Are you actually for real? 225 miles, 225 metres, and I got 200 and something, 20 odd. Right, okay, so that is how to fail. So it turns out you actually need a longer run up, even though it's doing 174 miles an hour. I thought that would be more than enough. Right, I'm going to go and complete this by myself, because I'm just feeling miserable now. I swear Playground Games actually wanted me to fail that challenge. That has took me 10 minutes to do that. That's actually ridiculous. So, yeah, thank you for that, Playground Games. That was unnecessarily hard. Moving on, we have the Pequeno Puente Speed Trap, which will get you another 2 points and another super wheel spin. For this one you need an A-Class Dodge Charger from 2015, which if you are eagle-eyed you will spot that you get from the Swamp Rally Championship. So if you don't own that car and you don't want to spend 80,000 credits, which is what it is in the auto show, then you can wait, complete this championship and then get it from there. However, if you want to do it before, here it is. So 145 miles an hour is what is required. You can't actually get much of a run up. You either come off the dirt or you kind of come around this corner. You can get a bit of a hill start on the hill here, but yeah, not really much to go off. So Dodge Charger 2015, I've got an A-Class tune for it as stated. It's got 804 horsepower from the stock V8 engine, and it is rear wheel drive with drag tyres, so maximum efficiency. So that can be found under my Gamertag. I'm going to fast travel here now and give it a go and hopefully not fail. Okay then, so I've got as far up the hill as rear wheel drive and drag tyres will let me, and I'm just going to send it and hope for the best. Basically, I already cleared the fences there. Let's just hope that we can get it. There we go. 148.26 miles an hour. That is that completed first try. So I do actually think going up on the hill helped me there. So a little tip for you: go up on the hill and you'll get it completed. All right. God, I got the hiccups. I'll try and get rid of them. So that is the speed trap completed, and finally we have the Quebrada Trailblazer. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that as usual. It'll get you another 2 points and another super wheel spin. For this one you need anything that is equal to or less than equal to or less than 25,000 credits in the auto show, and it is in B class, so it can be below B class stock, but basically you can upgrade it to B class. I'm not sure whether you're allowed to upgrade it and it go over 25,000 credits. I think the base cost of it, like from the auto show, just has to be equal to or less than 25,000 credits, and then it'd be no higher than B700. So the finish line is actually just at the bottom of your screen there, so we'll be starting along here, hitting the Trailblazer and ended up over here somewhere. So we need 31 seconds left on the clock for this one, so that's actually more than 3 stars, so hopefully it won't be too hard. Okay then, so cars for this one, I'm going to be using the 2003 Volkswagen Golf R32 because it's a fan favourite of mine. We used it for last week's Forzathon and it's just a brilliant car with 310 horsepower. You've also got the 1998 Volkswagen GTI, and I've also selected the Volvo 850R from 1997. All three of these cars are equal to or less than 25,000 credits, and are good enough to get this Trailblazer completed. I've just gone with the Golf because it's just the best. So I'm just going to send it along this road. I probably took a bit of an excessive run up, but there's now to be more safe, because as we discovered with the danger sign, you actually have to go all the way into Guanajuato to get a decent enough run up. So we're just going to absolutely send it through these Trailblazer gates and basically just hope for the best. So there we go, nearly straight into a tree. We'll try and cut across the river here so we don't get stuck in the water. And I'm going to go under the bridge. Try and stay on this side, never mind, we need to cut over the river. And then we're going to go under this bridge here, trying not to go in the water. Again, really froze. And then we have to go through here, and then we get to the finish. We need 31 seconds left on the clock, and I had 23 seconds, so I need another 7 seconds knocked off that. So once again, for the second time in this video, I'm going to spend 10 minutes of my life trying to complete this pointlessly difficult challenge. Right, I think I've found the optimal route. I did it with 0.5 seconds more than, sorry, I had 0.5 seconds more to knock off, so hopefully I'll get it this time. I just want to show you this optimal route because I think this is a better route that will help you get it completed, so I thought I'd try and include it in the video. So you hit the Trailblazer here, then you immediately need to stay left of the river, try not to go anywhere near the river. And you cut through these trees here, try and keep as much speed up as possible, and you keep to the left, you jump over the bridge, and then you get through the water, and there we go, 31.6 seconds. So we did that with 0.6 seconds to spare, so that is definitely the optimal route. You go through the gate, you stay to the left of the first bridge, and then the second bridge you go over the top of it and through the river that way, keeping as much speed up as possible. Okay then, so now we move on to the seasonal championships. So the first one is called Asphalt Assault. This will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist and also a Plymouth Cuda. This one is road racing and requires you to use an S1 class track toy. A quick note for all three of these championships, you need to be on at least highly skilled driver tires. So in your driver tire difficulty you need to be on at least highly skilled or above, so highly skilled, expert, pro or unbeatable, any of them four, no lower and highly skilled to get the full rewards. And if you're doing it solo, you need to make sure that you pay attention to where the races are on the map. It might be easier if you filter to seasonal championships and you need to drive or fast travel to each of the three races. If you're doing it co-op, it'll automatically fast travel you, and if you win two nil, you won't have to do the third, but in solo you have to do all three and win overall. Okay then, so I've actually got quite a few tunes for this one. Wasn't expecting actually. So firstly we've got the 2016 Ford Shelby GT350R. This is one of the first tunes I made in Horizon 5, but actually it's really good. It's got very short gears, but as you can see it's got exactly 1000 Newton meters of torque, 786 horsepower. It's really fast, and it's actually quite grippy in the corners thanks to the rear wing as well. Really good car, and should get you this championship done easily enough. You've also got the 2015 Jaguar XKRS GT. Grippy is not really a word to describe this because it's got 1024 horsepower. It's also quite a considerably amount heavier. However, the acceleration and top speed are really good, so if you've got some sprints in there, this will be a good option. Then we've got two McLarens. So firstly, for the car pass, if you own the car pass, you'll be able to use the 2021 McLaren 620R. This is just a really good car. It surprised me when I made the tune how really just good it is. Am I going to actually be able to speak? With this little horsepower, like it's got less than 700 horsepower, it is really light and it's just really grippy. Rear wheel drive, you can hardly even feel it once you get used to it, it's just so good. Same goes for the McLaren 765 LT. This one is a bit more twitchy, it's running rally tyres, it's not quite as grippy, but both of these cars are just really good. Good options. And McLaren 765 LT is available. It is an exclusive, but it isn't in the car pass, so everybody can use that one. Okay then, so the next championship is Swamp Rally. This will get you 5 points towards the festival playlist, and also the Dodge Charger 15, which you'll need for the speed trap. For this one you need anything from B class that is a Mitsubishi, and it is dirt racing this time. Okay then, so I've got three Mitsubishis tuned for you. You'll be able to take your pick from each of these if you want to. So firstly we've got the 2004 Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 8. So this one hasn't got a rear wing, so it isn't as grippy as the others. However, it's only 31,000 credits. It's running full off-road race tyres, and it's got 312 horsepower. We've also got the 1999 Mitsubishi Evo 6. This one's running just less than 300 horsepower. It's also a bit lighter, and it's 3,000 credits cheaper in the auto show, also running off-road tyres. And then we've got the 2008 Mitsubishi Evo 10. This one's running 340 horsepower, a bit heavier, again off-road race tyres, and it's also 43,000 credits. Each of these, however, will do you greatly in this championship. All three of them are great cars to drive, really easy to drive and really fast, so you'll be able to take over the driver tires nice and easily. So all three of these tunes can be found under my Gamertag Shylo 2017. And finally, for the championships, we have Thrill Racers. This will get you another 5 points towards the successful playlist, and the dreaded Bone Shaker. If you win this Bone Shaker, please do not take it online or in Rivals, because it's just incredibly annoying. People don't know how to drive it, and it's just incredibly OP, and people just hate it. I just hate the Bone Shaker. I'm happy to have it in my garage. I never used it in Horizon 4, I've never used it in Horizon 5, just please go away. I swear the developers are actually trying to get people to cheat online and be OP. Like, why gift them the OP? So for this you'll need an A-class sport utility hero, and this one is cross-country racing. A little fun fact here before I give you the cars for this one. The new Aston Martin DBX in the car pass actually qualifies to be a sports utility hero, so if you have the car pass and you want to tune it up for the seasonal championship, then by any means feel free, but I haven't done that because I've just got some other cars tuned for you instead. So the first one is the 2018 Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. So this one's got 838 horsepower. It's really fast. It's got that massive wide body on it, massive wang. It's just a really cool car. I've loved this car since Horizon 4 and it's just really good, continues to be good into Horizon 5. We've also got the Mini John Cooper Works Countryman. Dobra commented on the design when I used this for the trial a couple of months back. Toy Story design, why not? 550 horsepower. It's really good, actually really grippy considering it hasn't got any aero. And it's just a really cool car. Not really sure why it costs 38,500 credits, why it couldn't just be 38 or 39,000, but I'll leave that up to the developers because some of their decisions are rather questionable sometimes. Talking of questionable, we move on to the Treasure Hunt Flying Customs, which will get you 3 points and 104 points towards the Forzathon shop, which you can spend on the Pagani, the Koenigsegg, etc. The reason why I'm saying questionable is because this one is bugged for a few people. So people complete the challenge, they get the treasure clue, they go to the treasure chest location, and the treasure chest simply is not there. I've heard most people having this issue on PC, however some people on Xbox are also having the issue. You've probably seen it online. Not really sure, I don't know whether it's going to work for me, it's the moment of truth really, but with this one it's a bit hit and miss, so if it doesn't work you kind of know why. Developers will have to get on their off their asses and fix it, because as I said, questionable why it's happened again. So treasure clue, stingrays can fly. Get your coins ready to get up high for a round complete. So you need to get in the 1967 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray 427. I presume I own it. I might not though. It's the moment of truth. It's the moment of truth. I don't own it. Never mind. Anyway, so you need to get in the 1967 version of this Corvette here. So the Corvette Stingray Z427. Once you've got in that, you might want to pop a tune on it to make it a bit more fun, and then you're going to want to head over to your map and you're going to want to filter to multiplayer events, and you're going to want to look out for these pink circles. Let me see if I can find one. You watch, I won't be able to find one. Yay, of course there isn't one there. So you need to be on an online session for a start. So in online, make sure you've got this isn't grayed out. If there's people in your lobby, you can see people on the map, and that means you're in an online session. And then you just got to wait for these pink radiuses to pop up. Unfortunately there isn't any at the moment. Let me just check out what the correct filter on. Never mind, I didn't have it filtered. There we go. This is actually coincidental because you do actually need this. So you need to go to Horizon Air, and they don't always pop up because it can be drift, wreckage, speed, air, etc. You need to wait for an air arcade to pop up. You need to head over to here and you need to complete at least one round. Once you've completed one round, you can quit. It'll say treasure challenge completed, and then you can head over to the location. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this now. Obviously it's got 2 minutes left, so I'll be a couple of minutes. Obviously I'll cut that out of the video, and then I'm going to show you where the treasure hunt is located, where the treasure chest is located, provided it works for me. I can show you where it is on the map, but I usually show you where, like, an actual visual of it as well. And if it isn't there for me, I can't do that. But just be aware of that. So if you do not want to see where it is, if you want to find it for yourself, pause the video now or skip 30 seconds so I don't spoil it for you. Okay then, so heading back into the festival playlist after it says treasure challenge complete, you'll see a little clue as to where it is. So you can kind of see it's behind a rock and it's kind of in a pool, there's palm trees behind. So I'm going to show you exactly where that is now. It's basically just over here. So you can see on the mini-map there's like a little bit of a semicircle road kind of thing. It's just behind that in this pool here. And if you pop around here, there it is. So thankfully it isn't bugged for me. However, if you don't see the treasure chest exactly here, it will be bugged for you. I've heard that restarting the game doesn't even work, so hopefully Playground Games pick up on this and they fix it in the next couple of days. Maybe we'll get a hot fix for this to be fixed for people that haven't been able to get it. But If you're lucky like me, that is the treasure chest found. You get yourself 100 Forzathon points and 3 points towards the festival playlist. Okay then, so this week's photo challenge is called #MudRunner, and it wants you to photograph any hot hatch of the Horizon Wilds outpost. This will get yourself 2 points towards the festival playlist and also a tape rewind car horn. So you're going to want to head over to your garage, filter to hot hatch, make sure it isn't retro hot hatch or super hot hatch, just standard hot hatch. You're going to want to get in any of them, it doesn't matter which, and then you're going to want to come over here. It might be beneficial if you filter to festival sites. Then you're going to want to head to the bottom of the map to where there is a H in orange surrounded by an orange rectangle, and this is the Horizon Wilds outpost. Fast travel here, and then you'll be able to take a picture in the festival and that will get it completed. Okay then, so finally we have the 2 monthly events, both monthly rivals. So firstly we'll have the normal monthly rivals. This is at the Chihuahua circuit, and all you need to do is post a clean lap in the Hot Wheels 2 Jet Z around the Chihuahua circuit. Basically that means that you haven't hit anything. If you've got an exclamation mark next to your Gamertag, that means it is flagged. You don't want an exclamation mark, you just want a clean time. So basically just avoid hitting walls, avoid missing checkpoints and avoid using rewind, and you should be absolutely fine. You don't actually have to beat your rival. I know it's called rivals, but you don't actually have to beat your rival. You can crawl around at 10 mile an hour if that's what you want to do and get it completed. Same goes for the Forza EV rivals. You just need to post a clean lap to complete this. You'll be in an EV, I think it's the Lotus Avaya on the Horizon Mexico circuit. And again, you just need to post a clean lap, same rules apply, and that will get both of them completed. They'll get you 4 points each towards the festival playlist, so 8 points in total, and then 8 points will last across all 3 seasons, so you'll get 32 points in total, I think. Something like that, across the whole series. So once you completed them once, that is it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to complete them this season. You can complete them in autumn, winter or spring, and it'll add points onto previous seasons, because it's a monthly event. Okay guys, so that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your support. I do apologise for not uploading the video last week and for this video being a bit later than usual, but I've been very busy lately, so it's just a case of finding the time to do a video. Hopefully I'll have a bit more time after this, but we'll just have to see how things go. So thank you so much for watching once again. If you do enjoy these videos and you want to see more, then please do subscribe to the channel. We're getting very close to 300 subscribers. I've got a couple of ideas for a 300 subscribers special, so hopefully I'll have time to do that over the next couple of weeks, depending on how fast we get to 300 subscribers. And that's about it. If you've got any queries or comments or anything you want to say, let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to reply or help you out with anything. But until now, I shall hopefully see you next week with a guide for autumn. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye!